In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to submit, kind of at the end of surveillance, what the investigators would do to submit their report and expenses. So if you want to send this video out to your investigators so that they know how to do that, this would be a good video for them. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm signed in as Jennifer Jones, an investigator, and I assign myself this case as an investigator in this case. So we're going to go into that case. The first thing I want to do when I get in here is make sure my expenses are correct. So I'm going to click on expenses and I'm going to add a new expense for the day. So let's click new expense. Now, the first thing you're going to notice up at the top is this create journal after save. So this essentially means after you save this expense, it's going to take you right into the journal to add the journal. So let's say that we're going to, and the journal is essentially going to be your report. So let's click that off. Employee is going to be Jennifer. Activity is going to be surveillance day 1. So activity is your event, it's your schedule. So this report will be attributed to that activity, this expense entry. So we're going to go down here and say we traveled, let's say 2 hours. Now you see the rate here, $25 an hour. I have that set in this investigator's pricing. So you'll see if I change it to work hours, okay, and we'll say that we have 8 work hours, it logs it in as $50 an hour because the work hours are a little bit more than the travel hours for this particular investigator. And again, you can do that by investigator, and you can put any notes that would appear on the invoice here if you want your investigators to type in what they did, maybe where they went on travel. And then down here you have expense items. So separate into time and expenses. So here we're going to say we had mileage at 165 miles. It automatically puts that rate at 50 cents a mile. If you needed to change it, you could, but it automatically puts it at 50 cents because that's what we have it at. And now you just come down here. If you have any receipts or anything to that effect, maybe a toll or something to that effect, you can add those receipts here or add any notes. We're just going to hit continue. Okay, now we're going to add the surveillance report. There's 2 different ways you can do it. You can select a regular entry and put it all in one entry. Or you can select chronological order of events. We created the chronological order of events for surveillance specifically. So I'm going to go in there right now and hit continue. Now we see it's going to ask you what day did this occur. So I'm going to say the 29th. It's important that you add the section. So in your final report, these are sections: investigator summary, investigator details. You can add as many of these as you need. So if you have objective, if you have criminal background, if you have whatever the topic or title of your section of the report, you can put that here, and this will add it in that section at the end, and we'll see how that works. So I'm going to go and click details is going to be, and the access group is going to be public. I'm going to put, and again, that's up to you, that's preference. And we're going to say this was on Tom Waters. So what the great thing about this is, so what you can do is you can actually have subjects for the work that you're doing in the journal. So if you have multiple subjects, you can identify what the work was done on that particular subject. Okay, so here it's going to be the main subject, Tom Waters. And now we really just go through, if you have a preset that you want to use. I don't have any presets set up in the system right now, but this would mean that it would pre-populate a preset here for you, and you can set those up in the settings. But right now we're going to go in, and I'm just going to add, some general wording here. So the lorem ipsum stuff. So we put lorem ipsum in there. I'm going to say this happened at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to leave this blank because this is our initial arrival. We'll say no video obtained, no pictures. and we're going to add the sub entry. Okay, that adds your sub entry here for the actual report. So let's go in there and put a couple of more entries in there to see what this looks like. So I'm going to go in, and let's say that you forgot about something at 5:30 in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you want to put that in the report as well. The system knows where to place it for you. So when you click add sub entry, you'll see that the first thing that pops up now is that 5 o'clock, not that 6 o'clock. So it puts it in chronological order for you. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to submit another one. Let's do this at 1 o'clock p.m. Same warm up some stuff. This time we're going to say we got a little video. Let's say we got, oh, that's hours, so now we didn't get that many. Let's say we got 12 seconds of video on this. And we might want to add, I'm going to pause this so I can add a couple of photos. Okay, so when you want to add a photo, you just click on this plus button. Okay, go down, pick a photo. All right, we got the photos. All right, 2 photos it allows per entry. So I'm going to click add sub entry. And we can see down here that at 1 o'clock p.m., these 2 photos were added. These don't have photos, right? These 2 photos were added here. Now, the only other thing we haven't showed you yet, and I want to show you, we can actually go for a period of time as well. So I'm going to go in here and say, okay, 2 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. Subject was doing this. And we'll say that we got a little bit more video of that too, maybe 8 minutes of video of that, And we're going to put a couple of pictures. I'll use the same ones. It doesn't matter. So we'll go in there and add a couple of photos. All right. And I'm going to add that sub entry. All right. Now we go down and I can see 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock is this particular time entry. And when you're done, you come down here and click save all and close. If you've done a lot of work, I suggest saving this and then going back and editing it later. We're going to make it so that it's all automatically saved. It's just not there yet, so just be aware of that. That's all. And we can see that we added this for Tom Waters. If I want to expand it, I can see the entire report. I can see all the photos that were added. Right? And then when I'm ready, I can actually download, hold on a second, I can't because I got to validate these. So I'm going to validate this. You sure you want to validate this journal? Yeah. Okay, now that the investigator added his report and validated it, let's go in and check and see what it looks like when the report comes out. So I'm going to go up here and click Actions, Download Document. I'm going to select the document that I want. You can have as many documents in here as you need. These tell me what is not going to be available, meaning these are variables that are replaced with live data in our system. And it's telling you didn't put in a birth date, you didn't put in a street address, and you didn't put in any services. So we're going to still download it because we want to just see what it looks like. And I'm going to open it up. Okay, and we can see it pre-populated the report for us. It didn't put in the address, but it told us it didn't have that. We're going to go down, and this is how your report's going to look. It's actually going to prepare the report for you with the photos that you selected. And you're good to go. It pumps out the report for you. So this is the way it looks when the investigators are done and complete the assignment. You can see that all of the, this is 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It shows you the amount of video obtained on this. It shows you the photos right underneath. So it's quite comprehensive, actually. So this is how you enter your surveillance reports. If anybody has any questions or needs any help with this, feel free to reach out to me at support@casewatch.io.